Hey, this is episode 6 of the podcast Not Bitter, Just Petty. I have a treat today. Celebrity stylist Michele Lopez is here to talk with us. So get those petty teacups, maybe put some champagne in it today, and let's get talking. Welcome to Not Bitter, Just Petty, the podcast. I'm your host, Dorite Burton. This program is based on my story of being hurt and betrayed, getting wrapped up in the fear of being petty, and being oppressed by the judgment of others. Ultimately, I broke free of that fear and found a shame-free existence. I and my guests are here to share openly and help you find freedom in your story too. In this podcast, we are changing the narrative of bitterness, pettiness, and betrayal. Grab your petty teacup and let's go. On today's episode, I have an awesome professional. Her name is Michele Lopez, and she is a global image and communication strategist. She specializes in image consulting, professional and personal development, and creative communication skills for individual and celebrity clients. She has been transforming images for over a decade. Her guiding principle is that change begins at the foundation of your belief system. Michele is a powerhouse that is behind the beautiful style and image of Iyanla Vanzant's appearances on Iyanla Fix My Life and Life Class with Oprah. She's also a film producer. Go and check her film out. It's called Love.com and it's currently streaming on Netflix. She's also the producer of 2 music videos for famed musician Raheem DeVaughn. So you know what that means, right? I'm going to ask her to give me a spot as an extra in the next video. Listen, Michele's resume is larger than life, so go check out her full bio on her website, MicheleLopez.com. That's Michele with 1 L, and follow her on Instagram also. But right now, I want you to listen to the wisdom that Michele dropped on me about finding power and purpose in your image. The conversation picks up with me asking her about a quote that I found on her website. So when you go to the website of this amazing style icon, and you can find her website at Michele Lopez, Michele has 1 L in it, .com, MicheleLopez.com, you are greeted with a powerful quote from Michele. It says, "There is power and purpose in your image." And that is what Miss Lopez has graciously agreed to share with us today. How to find power and purpose in your image. Welcome, Michele.
Hi, how are you? So happy to be with you today.
I know your voice is always very comforting for me. Do you have your petty teacup? You ready to get talking?
I do. I'm already sipping.
All right. So a lot of people, I'm a housewife, a simple housewife. How did I meet a dynamic person like Michele? I love this story because I met you at a watch party for a friend of mine. And somehow I ended up being the bodyguard for Iyanla Vanzant, who was your guest that night.
Yeah.
And I think I was chosen because I'm not easily starstruck. And so everyone was focused on Miss Vanzant, but I was focused on Miss Lopez. The way that she carried herself, I kept wondering, who is that lady with the Iyanla? And I know everyone kept saying, Iyanla, Iyanla. But I said, who is that lady with the Iyanla? So I sat there and I was the seat warmer whenever Michele would get up. I sat in her seat next to Iyanla. And by the end of the evening, we walked both Michele and Iyanla to their cars, my team and I. And I finally had to ask, I said, who are you? And you said you were a stylist. And I said, okay. That's it. I need this lady in my life. Do you remember that?
I do. I also remember the cutest thing because you were so gracious and so sweet. And because I've done this for so long, I'm always very cautious of people around when I'm in anywhere with a client or just doing anything. And you were you had the sweetest disposition. And I remember I asked you, could you sit there? Because I wanted to get up and dance. Do you Do you
I
remember
do.
that?
I do. And you had on a leopard jumpsuit, and I said, damn it.
I did, and I thought, oh God! And then when we were leaving, I too was like, oh, she is just the sweetest. And the fact that Iyanla, because I've been with her for so many years, also felt extremely comfortable with you even sitting there beside her, because I asked her and I told her, okay, I'm gonna get up. And she was like, okay. It just spoke volumes to you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. But leopard is my favorite color. So I have added a lot of leopard to my wardrobes.
Yes, honey. Yeah. Yes.
So that night you carried yourself so very well, and like I said, we're laughing, but it's really serious. There's sometimes definitely Miss Van Zant, when she comes into a room, her beauty, her style, her reputation precedes her, but there is something to be said for being able to walk into a room with an unknown face and an unknown name relatively to the people that are there, and be able to pull off what you did. And I think that many of the women that are listening to this podcast, we are in need of that type of confidence. How did you get that type of a confidence to walk into a room and own it?